على سيدنا ومولانا محمد
صلى الله عليه وسلم.
طب القلوب
الله الله الله
وشفائها ونور الصدور وضيائها وبهجة القلوب وفرحتها.
سبحان الله.
صلاة تفتح لنا بها أبواب الرضا والتيسير وتغلق بها عنا أبواب الشر والتعسير، تكون لنا بها وليا ونصيرا، فأنت لنا نعم المولى ونعم النصير، ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. أحبابنا وأحباب رسول الله، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
It's indeed all praise is due to Allah. The ulama say that Alhamdulillah, Alif and Lam in front of Alhamd is Alif and Lam al-Istighraq. For those of us, al-Istighraq is from the word Ghariqa. Ghariqa is for something to drown. بمعنى all kind of praise without exception completely is for Allah.
Undoubtedly.
If you see something beautiful, it is not that thing, it is Allah. If something makes you happy, connect it back to Allah. Whatever that is praiseworthy, then you can praise it. Oh, mashallah, that's good. Oh, I mean, good prophet. Yo, that boy was good. All the praise, Lillah. Who is this Allah? Rabbul Alameen. The Lord of the worlds. In plural. Alameen. Rabbul Alameen. Sometimes when we talk about Alameen, we only think about things that we see. But when you look at yourself as a human being, what you see is just like 1% of the things you don't see. I ask a basic question: do you have a brain? Yes, of course. I'm a human being, I have a brain. So have you seen your brain before? Say no. How do you know you have a brain? I don't know the answer. But I know I have a brain. You will not stop there. You will even tell that everything that you are doing is controlled by that brain that you don't see. فَكَيْفَ رَبُّ الْعَالَمِينَ that you don't see, and is the power and the brain behind everything. It is not enough for us to say Allahu Akbar Subhanallah la ilaha illallah. What does Allah want from us? We should ask. أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون فتعالى الله. Allah says, أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ, do you think, you imagine in your mind, أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا, that we created you just for playing, وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون, and you will not return back to us? Allah says, فتعالى الله. That kalima, that word فتعالى الله, wipes everything. Allah is far exalted above child's play. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran did not tell us why He created us, then He has put us in big trouble because we keep asking why. He's asked us, do you think I created you for playing? And now He didn't give us answer. How do you know that the answer that we find will be the correct answer? He helped us again with the answer. Give the child, give the student a paper. And you give them the cheat code. Should the child or the student fail that exam? If you are the teacher and that student failed the exam, how do you feel? What would you feel? Just like, he's a lecturer, he knows. You just shake your head. I'm like, what else can I do? How else can I help you, dear student? I sent the exams. I gave you the gift code. Just lift it from here and put it in there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla fi ulah give us the answer. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. As if that is not enough. What did you say again? He knows that you busy yourself with looking for money, finding something to eat, and feed the family. He says, well, man, hey, what did you say? What do you mean, rizq? I don't want them, but I'm not asking you to feed yourself. Not yourself. Oh, because it's our Lord and our Master, maybe we should gather some food and some thing for you. What are you doing? You don't feed me, you don't even feed yourself. Inna Allah huwa ar-razzaq. Allah subhanahu. He says huwa ar-razzaq. He says huwa ar-razzaq. Allah. صيغة المبالغة. If you say razzaq, someone who provides. But if you say razzaq, what does it mean? He provided yesterday, he provides today, he will provide tomorrow. He provides without reason, he provides without measure, he provides endlessly for anybody, at any time, in any place, without sabab. Sometimes when we read the Quran, we don't pay attention. We're too busy that night. He didn't say Razzaq, he said Razzaq. Even if you don't understand Arabic, look at the Razzaq. Az-Zay. The half of Zay to the people of Arabic is a very strong letter. Even in English, is the last letter. The first part we say Z, but you hear that Z. Razzaq. والقاف مقلقلة. If you stop on qaf, you have to give it that bouncing sound. Razzaq. You feel that? He didn't stop there. He said, Dhul Quwwa, the Lord of everlasting power. And he says, this power is not enough. Al-Mateen, Shadeed. So what does Allah want from you and I? Allah relates with us like a partnership. Allah says, I do my end of the deal. You have to do your end of the deal. You have come to this world, whatever you eat, whatever you drink, I take care of it. Allah says, so but you do your own part.
Subhanallah, subhanallah.
إذا ضاق رزق اليوم فاصبر إلى غد فرب غد يأتيك ما ليس فيه. توكل على الرحمن إن كنت عاقلا سيأتيك بالأرزاق من حيث لا تدري وكيف تخاف الفقر والله رازقه وقد رزق الأطيار والحوت في البحر. It says إذا ضاق رزق اليوم. If your sustenance is meager, is constricted, is hard today, fasting, patient, إلى غد till tomorrow. فرب غد يأتيك ما ليس فيه. Many tomorrows will come with something you can't even imagine. Today we too much plan and calculate and put this here and there, and every time, if Allah knows you, every time you make that kind of calculation, it will fail. حتى لا تتكل على نفسك, so that you don't rely on yourself. All those plans that are failing is because Allah knows it. Those people Allah does not love, every time they make calculations, everything will just be perfect. And they think, oh, I'm super smart, mashallah. If I make projections for my business, wow. If I read for that exams and I study very well, until they become gods in themselves, small G-O-D, gods. He makes his hell another god other than Allah. And that is shirk. It says, توكل على الرحمن. Rely on Allah. إن كنت عاقلا, if you're intelligent. سيأتيك بالأرزاق من حيث لا تدري. He'll bring you the risk from where you don't even expect. Tell me, when you were a baby, when you were a fetus in the womb of your mother, you had calculations, you were calculating for all the food that comes to you. When you were a baby, mashallah, you could not even walk on your own. You can't even recognize the difference between fire and red stuff. Who protected you? Many times you fell, your mother was sleeping, Allah protected you. When you were 5 years old, everything you knew was candy and sweet things. You didn't. Why are you the one who prayed that if you grew up at 5 years old, if I grew up, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer? You didn't. Allah made the path for you. الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك في أي صورة ما شاء. سبحان الله. Ask yourself, ya Sayyid, what does Allah want from me? Allah guarantees your risk. It's hard. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, or the point said before we said the hadith, he said, وَكَيْفَ تَخَافُ الْفَقْرَ. Everything on your mind. He said, come to masjid today, oh, my business. You fear poverty like you fear Allah. Wallahu raziqun. This is not Allah wa razaq. Do we, you and I, really believe in the depth of our hearts that Allah is razaq? Or do we just say it on our tongues? I don't want the answer. Ask yourself. If I told you tomorrow morning, inshallah, don't go to work for 1 week, you say the sheikh has gone crazy. This guy is stupid, he thinks he's in Africa. Ask me. That day that your boss did not give you your paycheck on time, your mind is all over the place. Because you rely on your power, and that's why you have not been able to progress. Because you think it's by your power. You remove the hand of Allah from your life, and Allah left you to yourself. And you continue to suffer until you come back to the right track. It's not our concern. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Prophet said, وَقَدْ رَزَقَ الْأَطْيَارَ وَالْحُوتَ فِي الْبَحْرِ. Who takes care of the birds when they wake up in the morning? وَالْحُوتَ فِي الْبَحْرِ. If you tell me yes, it's because the birds can fly. They will go and find food. الْحُوتَ فِي الْبَحْرِ. The fishes in the water, they are restricted to that water. They cannot go out. What they will eat will have to come inside the water to find them. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, لَوْ تَوَكَّلْتُمْ عَلَى اللَّهِ حَقَّ تَوَكُّلِهِ. If you can rely on Allah the way you're supposed to rely on Him, لَرَزَقَكُمْ كَمَا يَرْزُقُ الْأَطْيَارَ. Allah will bless you. He will give you provision the same way that the birds get provision. When they wake up in the morning, they wake up hungry. And when they come back in the evening, their tummy is filled up. That's my own addition. They don't even save. Birds, they have the same, they have the story, they have closets, we have story where they keep extra food for tomorrow.
We don't.
So the point, so that we'll wrap up, everything I've said before is preamble. Sometimes I try to make the preamble very wide so that at least our hearts come together. I add that one point, inshallah, so I'm making it longer. Don't busy yourself with what Allah has promised you. Don't take the responsibility of Allah. Do what Allah wants from you. He's taking care of what you be and what you eat and everything. Why are you bothered? Why are you stressing yourself? You trying to help Allah? You sure you're not? You are. Ask yourself, you worry so much. Some of you now, you even take medication at night because you can't sleep again. Because of the problem, you are worrying about it. Learn to tell Allah, Ya Allah, you are my creator. You are the one who promised to take care of me. Please take care of me. I need to go and sleep. Do you talk to Allah like that? That's not good. He's your Rabb. Do you know the meaning of your Rabb? Maybe you didn't study the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever He wants to talk to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the Quran, He uses the word Rabb. He doesn't use ilah. فَلَا وَرَبِّكَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ.
Subhanallah.
La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. You see, your nurturer, your caretaker, your landlord, Rabb, the one, your caregiver. الذي يربي. He nurtures you like the way you nurture a baby. That is the meaning of Rabb. So what does Allah want from us? The ulama divided us into 9 categories. I'm not going to go down that will be too long, but I'll just give an example. There are rights that Allah has upon us, and there are rights that other people have upon us. We have to fulfill all of this to be successful in the day of Qiyamah. So you have to learn this. You're not always talking about learning, because knowledge is power. I don't know anyone here, even if you have not gone to school, I don't know anyone who lives now whose children are not going to school, right? Even if so education is power. But some of us will refuse to educate ourselves. Our Islam is what? Deen iqra. Is a deen. The first thing I was revealed to say now Rasulullah is what? Iqra. Read. لكن نحن لا نقرأ حتى القرآن لا نقرأ. We don't need the Quran. Hadith, books, nothing. When people want to call us, come and learn, we don't attend. We are. And that's why we're backward. Anyway, it's either you are a son to someone or you are a parent to someone, a brother or sister to someone, a husband to someone, a neighbor to someone, a friend to someone, a visitor to someone. I can't remember the next one. If you find yourself in any of this category, you have a right to the other person that you are related with. If you're a son, you have a right you have obligations to your parents. Allah will ask you. You have to learn. Ya Shaykh, what are my obligations towards my parents? You have to learn it. If you're a parent, you have to learn your obligations towards your children. If you're a brother, you have to learn your obligations towards your sisters and your siblings. And the other way like that. If you are a husband or a wife, you have to learn your obligations towards your partner. If you are a business person, you own something, you have to learn your obligations towards the people you work with. If you are a friend, and like that. If you are a guest somewhere, all of this you have to learn. If you do not learn that and apply it, even if you make all the salah in this world, Allah, you will not go to Jannah easily. Because those people will ask for their haqq from you on the day of Qiyamah. Even if your salah was perfect. I don't know anybody who does not belong to at least one or two of this. Even if your parents are dead, you still have haqq on them. Aqu Rabbi yarhamhuma. Did you say today? Inshallah, when we woke up thinking about everything we think of, we even forget our parents. Astaghfirullah. Yeah, I know it is not sweet when we talk to each other like this because the Shaykh is not making us laugh today. He's giving us responsibilities. But what laughter do we want to laugh? When we come together and we are not together. So all this huquq, we have to learn them. How will it be easy for us to perfect all of this? Is to come together like this, with our hearts together. When our hearts come together with the right intention, then it will purify our heart. When we purify our heart, it will help us to remember our obligations towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the more we do our obligations towards Allah with consciousness, we will remember our obligations to other people. Remember that whatever we do, whenever we make speeches like this, whenever you listen, whenever we come here, let's make it for the sake of Allah. If you don't make it for the sake of Allah, if you turn this kind of sittings just to a sitting of what? Of social interaction. Oh yeah, I miss my guys. I need to go talk to them. You get the benefit of meeting them, but you have no reward with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you come here because, oh, mashallah, I want to show off my latest, jalabiya. I want people to feel me, mashallah. I just have a new haircut. People must see it. فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه. We all know the hadith. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. So even if you left your home today with a bad intention, this is the time. Take 5 seconds, 2 seconds to renew your intention. Why am I here? What did I come to do? إنما الأعمال بالنيات وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us ikhlas al-niyyah to forgive us our shortcomings and to forgive our parents, to enrich us with the best of iman. يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. هذا وصلى اللهم وبارك على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وذريته ومن والاه. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.